What is going on, guys? Gamers Goon here today with your Premier League prediction video for Match Week 3. Anyways, let's get on into it. There's my OBS for a split second. Like I said, that's just going to be how it goes. Anyways, let's start it off. Chelsea going up against Fulham. Chelsea, Cole Palmer's hurt. I think that doesn't really matter, though, to be honest with you. Fulham they're going to be tough, right? Fulham is a team that is going to grind it out. They're a team that so far is sitting at 2 points, 2 draws. Fulham's going to keep it somewhat close. I'm going to go with Chelsea in the favor of 2-1, but there's just too much firepower offensively. Pedro Neto, you have Enzo, you have Liam Delap, you have João Pedro, you have all those guys. Fulham, I don't know where the goals are coming from necessarily. I'll give them 1 just to be generous because Fulham usually finds a way to keep things close, but we're going 2-1 in the favor of Chelsea. Next, we get to Man United versus Burnley. And I am so close to picking Burnley for this one because shout out to Benjamin Šeško. Goes out 10th. No, I think that's what happened, right? Because I've just seen the Instagram post. I did not watch the game. I did not watch the United game. But they went out to Grimsby. Man. Man United lost to Arsenal. Drew with Fulham. Lost in pins to Grimsby. Man, is that disappointing if you're a United fan. Sending out Šeško 10th from what I hear. Emblemo, I think, missed a pin in that pin shootout. I don't see Victor Gyokeres messing up like that. Anyway, I just had to get my little shot in there because I'm an Arsenal boy. But they're not going to lose to Burnley. I'm sorry. Burnley, I know they beat Sunderland, Sunderland beat West Ham. I just think West Ham's been pretty bad. Man United's going to win this one. I'm not going to be too disrespectful. This isn't like some crazy, this is a go-get-you kind of game for Man United. It's going to be 2-0. It's going to be 2-0. They're not going to run up the goal score. Man United, though, if they're going to figure it out, they need to figure it out right now. Next, we get Sunderland, who, surprisingly, won that first game. They're on 3. Brentford's on 3. I think this is going to be an interesting game. Brentford not really having they don't have like a proven goal scorer. Thiago with a goal so far this season. Ouattara, I think is how you pronounce it, with a goal. Kevin Shade has no goals, but he's a decent attacker. Sunderland, I could see this one being a draw. I'm going with 1-1. I'm going to go with the draw there. Sunderland versus Brentford. Next, we get Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham sitting on 2nd place with 6 points. Bournemouth with 3 points in 9th place. And I think this game is pretty simple if you're Tottenham. Tottenham's look good. They beat Man City. They handled business against Burnley. I think they're going to do the same thing here against Bournemouth. It should be a pretty easy day for Tottenham. I'm going with Tottenham win 2-0. Next, we get Wolves going up against Everton. Wolves, man. I've been really skeptical on Wolves. They're sitting in 19th place. They have 0 wins. They haven't been good. Everton, somehow, some way, has a win. They have won a game this year. It's against Brighton, who hasn't really found much this year just yet. I'm going to lean Everton here in a 1-0 victory. I can't get behind Wolves. And then we get Leeds going up against Newcastle. Newcastle struggling so far this season. We'll see if they can bounce back, but they're sitting on 1 point. Leeds sitting on 3. Newcastle should win this game, and maybe they'll also win out the sit out from Alexander Isak. Maybe they won't actually sell him, but we'll see what happens with Isak. I mean, that's a discussion for a different day, but we're still waiting to hear kind of what's going on there. We're going with Newcastle to win this one, though. I think it's pretty safe to say Newcastle is going to win, and Newcastle is probably going to win, let's say, 2-0. Next, we get to Brighton against Man City. Brighton has not looked good. They have not looked good. They are sitting 18th. They are on 1 point. I don't see it getting much better here against Man City. Man City coming off of that loss to Tottenham. I think it's a bounce-back game for them. I'm going 3-0 in the favor of Man City. Possible hat trick from Haaland, by the way. Is Haaland playing? Is he healthy? Yeah, he's healthy. Next, Nottingham Forest against West Ham. Wow, West Ham. What has happened to you guys, man? What has happened to West Ham? Let's be honest. West Ham hasn't been good. Nottingham Forest sitting in 5th place. I have a soft spot for them. Chris Wood is getting a brace this game. It's going to be worse than just a brace. It's going to be 3-0. Give me Nottingham Forest to win. And I'm going to be captaining Chris Wood this week when we get over here to the fantasy team. Next, we get Liverpool versus Arsenal. I think this is going to be a good game. Now, Bukayo Saka's out. You have Odegaard out. It's going to be tough, right? McAllister's out on the Liverpool side. Frimpong's out on their side as well. But you look at Arsenal, the guys that are all listed as doubtful. Ben White, Christian Norgard, and then Martin Odegaard. All guys that are definitely out. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, and Bukayo Saka. So somebody's going to need to step up. I think you're going to see Eze start this game. Just came in. Don't put too much into this because he's been there for like 1 week. But Eze is going to probably start. I think you probably have either Ethan Nwaneri start or maybe the option is Martinelli. It's probably Martinelli, but I could see it being Nwaneri here. And then I think another potential starter here is Miles Lewis-Skelly. I think he could be really, really solid for you. And I would like to see him maybe step into the midfield while Odegaard is gone to see what he can do up there. He hasn't got much time. I want to see more Miles Lewis-Skelly because he had a really good year last year. And then Max Dowman. He's somebody he drew a pen last game. He's somebody that's seemingly always doing very well for us. We'll see if he can maybe get into the mix here as well. But with that being said, with all the uncertainty, with the injuries, I can't in good faith say we're going to win the game, but I will in good faith say we are going to draw 1-1. I think the defense is still going to be good, right? You still have Calafiori, Urian Timber, you got Gabriel, and you got Saliba. You have them guys. Mascara's off the bench. We're possibly getting another transfer here in a minute as well, and I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, just like I would mispronounce Gyokeres before we got Gyokeres. And Hincape, I think is how... I don't know how to fully pronounce his name. Sorry if I butchered it. But we're going to be getting him soon, potentially on the defensive side. We're getting Fabrizio Romano starting to tease that. I think we're going to be fine defensively during this stretch, but we're going to lack some offensive firepower. 1-1's the best I can do. I hope we win. Best I can do is 1-1, though. And then Villa versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I don't know where the goals are coming from, man. I don't know where they're coming from. Ismail Sarr has a goal this season. Other than that, I don't know where the goals are coming from, man. Mateta might be a good goal scorer for him, but who's going to get him the ball? I look at Villa. Obviously, Ollie Watkins just hasn't really gotten going. Morgan Rogers hasn't gotten going. Yuri Tillemans hasn't gotten going. John McGinn hasn't gotten going. Just Aston Villa's the better team. They just haven't been playing well. Sorry about that. Aston Villa's going to win this game. I still think Aston Villa's struggling to find form, though. I'm going to only give them a 1-0, but Aston Villa will win the game. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Make sure, if you haven't already, go check out my college football video this week. You probably saw it on my OBS, the CFB week scene. That's fine. I don't really care. It's just OBS. But either way, go check that out. That was a pretty good video. And we're going to be doing that every week, just like we're doing every match week here for the Premier League. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.